Good morning. I hope you're doing good today. Let's get busy on activity 4. And this is another problem about elapsed time. And so we see here an analog clock and also a digital clock. So let's read the problem. Jenna was playing outside. The first clock shows the time she went outside, and the second clock shows the time she came inside. Use the number line to show how much time Jenna played outside. And then at the bottom it says, explain how you use the number line to determine the amount of time Jenna played outside. Now, I'm going to actually work through this whole problem with you today. So if you watched the video, then you get a bonus of doing this whole problem with me, because this is something we haven't done completely together. So I'm just going to walk you through it. And then I'm going to let you write the answer where it says, explain how you used the number line to determine the amount of time Jenna played outside. I'm going to let you write the explanation of what we have done. So let's look at these two clocks. The first one is the time she went outside. So the time she went outside, I see that the hour hand is between the 1 and the 2. So I know the hour is going to be 1. And the minute hand is on the 5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she went outside at 1:25. And she came back in at 3:08. So when I look down here at my number line, yesterday we talked about how the number line, or the day before, 2 days ago, we talked about how the number line is separated into hours, and each of these marks on this particular number line are 15 minutes, because an hour can be split into 4 parts, and each of the 4 parts, remember I drew it like this. This looks like fractions, and that's something you're familiar with. It looks like fourths, and each of these fourths of the clock is 15 minutes. And so down here we see the line broke into 4 parts, and each one is 15 minutes. So I don't particularly like the way that this number line is. I wish that it was just a straight line without the hours on it already, and we could just put the hours on it. But we're going to go with it the way it is. And I know that 1:30 would be right here in the middle. And so 1:25, I'm going to use another color so you can see it. 1:25 would be just in between here. It wouldn't be all the way back at 1:15, and it's not all the way yet to 1:30. So I'm going to write 1:25 on my number line right there. So I'm going to make a jump from 1:25. I want to see how far it is to get to 3:08. Well, 3 o'clock is right here, and the first mark is 3:15. So 3:08 comes right here in the middle of those. So 3:08. And so I want to figure out how far or how much time is it between 1:25 and 3:08. So I'm going to go forward 1 hour. So 1 hour puts me right here, right before 2:30. So 1 hour is at 2:25. And so that jump is 1 hour. Now I can't make another jump or another hour jump, because if I jump a full hour, I'm going to be at 3:25. And that's past the time that Jenna went back inside. So instead, I'm going to make a little bitty 5-minute jump. And this is squeezing it in. But I'm going to put 5 minutes. And that's at 2:30. And again, I'm squishing it in here. Told you I didn't like this number line. And from here to here, that's 30 minutes. And my goodness. So I'm going to write 30 minutes. And I'm actually going to make a note over here to the side. So far, I've jumped 1 hour. And then I jumped 1 hour. Then I jumped 5 minutes. And I jumped 30 minutes. And in my 30-minute jump, I landed at 3 o'clock. So right here is 3 o'clock. And then if I jump from 3 o'clock to 3:08, that's 8 more minutes. So from 1:25 to 2:25 is 1 hour. From 2:25 to 2:30 is 5 minutes. From 2:30 to 3 o'clock is 30 minutes. And then from 3 o'clock to 3:08 is 8 minutes. And like I said, I don't like this number line much, but that's why I'm working through this one with you. So when I add all of these times together, I'm going to add my minutes over here. 30 plus 8 is 38, plus 5 more is 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 minutes. And I only have 1 hour over here. So 1 hour and 1 hour and 43 minutes is how long she was playing outside. So at the bottom, it says, explain how you use the number line to determine the amount of time Jenna played outside. Well, I'm not going to write this answer. I want you to write it, but your answer should include that we made a jump of 1 hour, and then we counted up 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and 8 minutes to find the total of 1 hour and 43 minutes. So I hope this helps you today. Again, like I said, I didn't care for the way this number line looked. If we had been doing these at school, I would have taught you actually with a different looking number line, but we still get the idea of how this works. So we're counting the time between when she went outside and when she came back in. So I hope this helped you today. And one more day this week, guys, and you've got this packet finished. You can do it. Hang in there. We're nearing the end. I know you can do it. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. And I'll talk to you later. Big hugs.